Hi, it's been a while since I did a video in the car. That's, I suppose, how I started my social media journey. So let's go back to basics. I've been thinking a lot recently in the concept of well-being and things like that, or the word resilience. It's almost become a dirty word, and I think it's probably because there are leaders who, when somebody complains about the situation that they're in, they say, oh, you need to be more resilient. They use resilience almost like a accusation. You need to be more resilient. And in my thinking about it, what I've realized is I don't think resilience is a thing. I think resilience is a product, a side effect. So let me explain my thoughts. I had to do a talk to F1s in the hospital I work with recently, and we're talking about resilience. And the way that I try to explain it is, so in the concept of weight training or strength training, what happens is you have to do the lifting of the heavy weight, and it's after you've lifted the heavy weight with the appropriate amount of breaks in between that you get stronger. So if you don't lift the weight, then you don't get stronger. And I think for me, resilience is the product of having dealt with hard things, and it's almost like a retrospective thing. You look back and realize, oh my goodness, I went through that, as opposed to, resilience like I'm going to be more resilient. It's like asking for patience. If you pray for patience, you don't get a deposit of patience into your character. You tend to get things happening in your life that help you develop the character of patience. So yeah, resilience isn't a thing, in my opinion. I think resilience is the thing that you get after going through hard things. Now, why is that important? Because depending on how you view pressure and challenging situations, will determine whether you develop the resilience. Because human beings are hardwired to avoid discomfort and go towards comfort. Now, depending on your understanding of that, there might be a difficult thing that is necessary, akin to lifting this heavy weight. And I can give it lots of labels, but the reality is that this thing is unpleasant. But if I don't lift the heavy weight, I don't get stronger. And if I don't face this difficult thing, then I don't build the resilience. Does that make sense? So for me, I think resilience is important to recognize, but it's not necessarily a thing to aim for intentionally. The thing to aim for is the courage to deal with the hard thing. And then resilience is the byproduct of that.